Hey, in the name of Jesus. This dope progression, man. 67362 progression that I want to show you guys today. Thank you for sending me this clip, musicians. I broke this down, not even realizing that there was another part to this. Oh, by the way, we hit 100,000 subscribers. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's right. Give it up to all the supporters. Let's check this out, man. This song's in the key of E flat. His name is Jesus. He's my precious Jesus. Say we have come on, everybody. Can't stand before when we call. Yeah, man. That great name. His name is Jesus. So the part I'm going to be breaking down today is a part that I reacted to on Instagram, which is coming up here. It's a certain progression that I really need you to have. I want you to be able to do this on the spot. Check this out. If you got it, say it, we have. And now we have another section that's very similar, so listen to this part. Now point to yourself and say, I have. Come on. And then he changes it up a little bit and goes for a melodic-based approach. Last time I have. So I'm going to show you all three of those today in today's video. By the way, where this ends, this is the part where I started in the last video. So if you're wanting the chorus of this song, he plays some dope. He's about to go into a really nice section here, but I've already broken it down. And I have a file for it, so you can learn the entire thing. This part here. So definitely check that out. All right, so typically in the gospel music church, if you are about to repeat something, we usually go to the 6. So instead of going, we have the victory. This is the 1 if we're in the key of E flat. But if you want to wrap this around, we would go to the 6. We have the victory. That tells the ear, oh man, this is not ending yet. I need to wrap this back around and do it again. So we go to the 6. What's that chord progression that he's using to get back to the song? He's actually going from a C to an F here. And what's the pattern that we need to know? Go from the 6 to the 7 and then go up in fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be a G. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be a C. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the F. So that's the pattern. Your bass note goes from a C to a D to a G to a C to an F. And if I play that with him, you'll see that that sounds just perfect. If you got it, say it, we have. So that's why I can pick up the chords quickly, because a lot of people ask, Sean, how is it that you hear chords so fast? But what you have to understand is that there is always context. It's just not my ear. A lot of you like to isolate the ear as if it's the only thing that you're using. And it's not how I hear things. I hear, and I have a video on this already, check it out here. I hear from my vocabulary. That means from the existing chord bank that I already have. And the second thing is the structure and the pattern. And what is the pattern? I know that since we're moving up in fourths, that these are passing chords, and most passing chords are in that red section in the chart that I have here. Those are going to be dominant chords, and if I know they're dominant chords, then it's really easy. It helps me to narrow down what the chords are. So let's hear what the chords are, and let's show you in this first section here. If you got it, say it, we have. Okay. So those are based on the bass notes. That's where I'm getting those from. So let's check this out. So we have the victory, the D chord, So when your bass guy is playing that D, you're playing this. This is a type of dominant chord. It's formed by pressing just the B flat major chord in the right hand. In the left hand, you're doing the 3 of D. Remember, these are bass notes. So the 3 would be an F sharp, the 7 would be a C, and an additional note would be the B flat. You can also add an F here on your thumb. And then here, this chord is my G chord. So this is kind of like a half diminished chord. So you can just see this as being a half diminished chord here, where we have this B flat minor, but I think I was using it like a dominant chord. And if I want it to be a dominant chord, I'm using a B here, which really sounds so just kind of a nasty sound when you put that G on there. It's a flat 9, it's a flat 5 sound there, and sharp 9. So, and now this is on the C. So all of these are called rootless voicings because I'm expecting the bass guy to kind of hold that down. So if you're wanting to do this on the fly, they'll really appreciate you if you tell them in advance what you're going to do, and it'll sound so much better to have those together. Now, if you don't have a bass player, you'd probably use, let me see here. So you would have this. Sounds good. Now you have the bass to the pinky, and then, see, and then, see, so now I'm just playing the bass with my pinky. So it just kind of depends on how you want to play this and what flavor of the chord you want to play. I want to see the second section as well here. Same bass notes.
Now point to yourself and say, I have. Come on.
See, so that's the same thing. Dun. See, notice how I'm playing the same bass notes. So for my ear, it's like, okay, it's the same thing. So that's why sometimes it may seem like, oh, Sean is picking these things up really fast. But in reality, he just repeated the same thing and just added a little bit more nuance. And what I mean by that is, so the first time we went like this. And now he's doing, so he's just basically adding an additional half step between each chord progression. So here, instead of going A major to B major, he's going A flat to A to B flat. And then, right, so, but the left hand is the same. And then in this one, in the second chord, he's going, so I'm just doing a F minor, F sharp minor, and then I go to like a G diminished. And in the left hand, we have this G. Here, I could put the B in like I told you before. See? And then, oh, by the way, somebody's going to say, Sean, you're not doing an F chord, you're doing an E chord. Well, that's just because it's a substitution. The reason I said F from C to F is because the F is the device that I use to understand the pattern. But it doesn't mean you have to play a chord that has F at the bottom. You can still choose a substitution. And in this case, we're substituting the F chord. It's an F chord, but you know, a lot of times in gospel we'll replace this with this. It's just reharmonizing the top note. All right, now let me listen to this last part here. Okay.
Last time I had.
Wow, so he goes, so let's do this. Check this out. And then we do. Something like that. Oh, I like that. So I'm going to use it. So instead of going, I have the victory, I'm going to go, I have the, I'm going to use the E flat minor 9 there. And then I'm going to use the D minor 9. And then you can do that, or you. Now what he did here is he's using diminished chords. So those are diminished chords. But I'm adding a little note there to give it some tension there. And he actually, you hear that in the phrase there. Check this out. See. And that chord there is over the D. So, and And now you have your half diminished chord. It's a half diminished 9/11, so that just means I'm playing a half diminished in my left hand and an F major in the right. So there's my F major chord, there's my half diminished chord, and I'm moving that around. Right? So that's just kind of how it goes. Like I said, it's the same pattern.
Last time I have.
And that's it. So folks, yeah, man. So we can put this together with the video I did from before. But yeah, that's it.